Alright guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video, and in this one we have a bunch of update news to talk about, including a brand new console bundle that comes with some new skins, which is pretty crazy. We'll cover that stuff, and then also we're going to be going over Fortnite number 64 and 8, as well as a bunch of other stuff like when the next update is going to be coming out, some bug fixes that are coming soon, and just a bunch of update news to help you guys out and keep you informed. Now, as always guys, if you find this video helpful, be sure to use code TheLlamaSir in the item shop. I think we're going to be doing more giveaways coming up soon, and if you already have that code in, it'll help save time when entering those future giveaways. But on top of that, hit that like button down below for a brand new update, and also comment down below which skin is better, Vendetta or Sentinel. Those are two that we haven't put up against each other, so I'm curious to see which one you guys like more. But without further ado, let's first go over the Fortnite locations. And if you already know about these Fortnites, or you want to just go straight into the news, simply skip ahead a couple minutes into the video. That's around when we get into the news stuff. But for now, let's jump into it with the first Fortnite I want to cover. Alright guys, but getting into it with the first Fortnite of the two I want to cover in this video. This one specifically is the number 64, I believe, which the clue for that one is accessible by rocks on top of a stunt mountain again. So with that one, let's just go ahead and jump into game. I'll show you the exact location of how to get this. And again, like, I'm loving these Fortnites, been unlocking some items recently. But yeah, here we are in game, and obviously with this one, you need to go into your locker and select rocks. Make sure you have that skin equipped. Don't know why I'm scrolling down. It's obviously legendary, you know, save and exit on that. So you have rocks equipped, then you want to go into like Team Rumble, something like that. Super easy. So yeah, alright, but here we are in game, and before we even get onto the battle bus, let me show you the exact location you want to go to. It's actually over on the left side of the map, I believe at the Stunt Mountain as it's commonly known. So that is obviously near the soccer field and in between Pleasant Park. So that is the location you want to head to. Alright, and we got a good bus this time, which is always helpful. So right down there, I believe. Oh, can I put my marker on it? No, I have to jump out. Okay, right down about there, I think, on top of that mountain. So simply head on down there, glide until you get to it, and there you can see the Fortnite right there. It appears locked until you have rocks equipped. Then it'll simply unlock number 64, ready to go. Go ahead and collect it, and that is that Fortnite right there. Super simple, but let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Alright guys, but then for the Fortnite after that, this is specifically Fortnite number 8, and this one is the one that's found within Junk Junction. So let's go ahead and show you the exact location of where this one is. So again, going back into game, simply do Team Rumble, and let's just jump into that. Alright guys, so here we are in game, and obviously, you know, you want to go over to Junk Junction where the Fortnite is, but yeah, let's just head on over there. You guys know where Junk Junction is. I don't even really need to show you that, although this time we are really far away. Alright guys, so we're gliding on in the specific spot you want to go in Junk Junction is actually the main building, as you can see right there. Try to sneak in so this one guy doesn't find us, or maybe we can get an elimination on him. Alright, but yeah, let's go inside of here, and around this corner, this is where you can find the Fortnite sitting on this bed right here, and as you can see, it says found within Junk Junction, number 8 on it right there. Simply pick that up, and that is the location of that Fortnite right there. And also got to get this elimination for good measure. What are you doing? What are you doing jumping around there? There we go. Alright guys, so yeah, there's the Fortnite. Now let's jump into the news for this video, because we got some crazy stuff. That new set of skins, which is like one of those crazy types of bundles, as well as a bunch of other things. And actually, before we get into that set of skins, let's real quick go over like what the next update is and when it's likely going to be coming out, so you guys know exactly what to expect, because we did actually get a bit of confirmation on what this week's update is going to be, or technically next week since it's Saturday. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday, by the way. But yeah, in a post that they made, and we'll talk more about this post later in the video after the skins and stuff, but they said something specific that the next update will be the v9.10 update. So that is pretty much confirmed right there. And on top of that, since you guys know 9.10, when it goes from 0.0 to 0.1 to 0.2, stuff like that, that means it's like the big type of update. So we're going to be getting a lot of stuff, likely a brand new item or something like that, and we'll cover that later when it's officially announced. But we'll also probably see a bunch of bug fixes, a bunch of changes and stuff like that. And then for the timing of this update, as they've seemed to do in the past, Wednesday is probably the likely date. That seemed to be lately the most consistent date for when updates go live, but it's possible they could also do Tuesday. I hope they go back to like Tuesday updates. I really liked when they did actually do Tuesday updates instead of the Wednesday ones, but as it looks right now, Wednesday's the more likely date, and then maybe Tuesday. So we'll have to wait and see for official confirmation on that, and then it'll be released in the morning around like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., something like that. That's not really a big deal. So yeah, but moving on here to the next thing I want to talk about. This is probably the coolest piece of update news about this video because it's of a pretty crazy bundle type skin. As you guys know, in the past, they've done a ton of bundle skins. And when I say that, I'm talking about things like the Eon skin, the Galaxy skin, stuff like that. Also, I guess you could add in like Iconic in there. There's been a bunch. They've done a bunch, and they usually bundle these with either like a console, sometimes a controller, sometimes a phone. You get them with a phone. There's various different ways. I'm sure you guys know about that stuff, and you can look it up if you want to. But this time we just got some news about a brand new bundle for Xbox One. But this time it is for a new Xbox One S that is coming out. And also, since this info is early, it is subject to change. We're gonna have to wait for official details to really know what's like in the pack and stuff. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. And by the way, guys, I'm not sponsored to talk about this. I just like to get you guys the news and info on new stuff coming out. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. First of all, with just the bundle picture itself. Now, this picture isn't too high quality, but you can see that it comes with a purple version of the Vertex skin, and also I believe like some of the items. Again, it's sort of hard to tell. This isn't the most high quality picture, but it does give us a general idea about what this skin will look like and some of the items that may be coming with it. And don't worry, guys, I made some concepts of like the other items like the pickaxe and stuff of what they may look like so we can get a better idea. But the skin itself actually looks pretty interesting with the purple and white. So yeah, we'll go over those skins in just a sec, but I want to go over some other details about this, such as like, first of all, it apparently comes with the matte purple Xbox One S 1 terabyte, which is rumored to be $299 USD in the US, I guess. And then it's rumored to be bundled with this dark Vertex set, which seems to include an outfit, glider, pickaxe, and V-Bucks, and possibly a back bling, but that's still up in the air because it doesn't seem to show up on the picture itself in the promo picture. Now, as you guys know, the Vertex set has been in the game for a while, but it's orange. I actually have the Vertex skin. I think it's a pretty cool skin. I got it way back when, and I don't know the last time it actually like came into the item shop, so having a purple version of it is pretty interesting. But with that being said, let's go over some concepts that I made. And again, these are just concepts. They're not official, but they're based off of that picture we just saw. So like this would be my concept of the Vertex skin. It's pretty similar to the one on the picture, but just purple for the main color and some white highlights, which again looks pretty cool. But on top of that, it also seems to come with a glider. Again, we're not for sure on which items are going to be in it, so take this with a grain of salt. These are just concepts. They may not be included later on, but this is what it could look like if there's a purple version of the glider with like maybe some white sparks. I don't know if the sparks would be white, but I just thought it looked cool, so I added it in. But yeah, that would look pretty cool. And then on top of that, also a purple version of the pickaxe with maybe some white sparks as well. That could look pretty cool. And we don't have a lot of purple skins, which is pretty interesting. So, you know, that can fit in pretty nice right there. And then maybe, just maybe, there will be a back bling, but that's really up in the air. Nobody knows for sure if there will be a back bling. So in case there is, this would be a concept of what that may look like. But again, we're not sure if there's going to be a back bling at all. So just something to keep in mind right there. But yeah, guys, those are the details on that brand new bundle. Definitely pretty interesting and something noteworthy. But keeping it going here, guys, for the final stuff I want to talk about in this video, let's just cover them fairly fast, going from one to the next, not spending too much time on each one because these are a little bit smaller, but they're still pretty interesting. Like the first of which is this update, in that going back to that one post they made about like a bunch of changes, the one where they mentioned the v9.10 update, but that's not the main thing I want to focus on. There's some other things in here, nothing too crazy, but the one was hold to swap. They said with an upcoming release, we'll be making hold to swap a settings option, giving you the choice, which is that option, you know, when you're going to pick up loot, sometimes before, you know, you have the option to either press the button quick to just add it to your inventory, or you can hold it and it'll swap it with the current item that you have selected. But sometimes that caused a lot of issues, and personally, I'm not a fan of it. I never really use it, so it really only caused issues. So that's why I think this is a good change. Having that hold to swap as a settings option can, you know, let people choose whether or not they want to use it, and that's always helpful. But then after that, something else they mentioned was performance, and they said that they're trying to determine root causes for like performance stuff and things like that. And then they said that they're going to continue to work on, you know, performance upgrades in like v9.10 and beyond. So something to keep in mind there, definitely pretty interesting. But then after that, guys, let's talk about something which is another like sort of quality of life type feature that apparently is going to be coming eventually. And basically this one is adding stack numbers to pings. As you guys know right now, if you ping something like an item or something like that, it doesn't really show the stack numbers. So, you know, it's just a quality of life feature to be able to have those stack numbers, but apparently that may be coming soon. According to Epic Eric SW, in response to a Reddit post about this suggestion, he said they're going to look into it. So that means that likely it could be coming soon, maybe the next update or maybe further beyond in Season 9, but it's definitely something interesting to take note of and a little change probably coming soon. But then after that, guys, let's talk about a really funny bug that is going to be fixed probably. They said that they're looking into it, so, you know, it's probably going to be fixed soon. But I ran into this myself, and I'm curious if you guys have as well. There's this one chest that is like the ultimate, it just messes with you. So it's in Mega Mall. Specifically, you go to this location right here. Behind this desk, you will notice a chest, but as soon as you break down that wall and then break down the desk in front of it, the chest behind it disappears, which is so annoying. Again, it just messes with you, which is kind of funny, but you know, it doesn't really make any sense because the desk is so far away from the chest. It's weird that it gets destroyed with it. So that's a funny bug, but according to the Stevie T, one of the Epic Games employees, he said, we'll have our team take a look at that. So yeah, probably going to be fixed fairly soon. But then after that, guys, for one final little change that isn't that big of a change, but it's still something I want to bring up because I get you guys all the info on the big changes, on the small changes, and this is a little bit of a small bug that's apparently being looked into, but it has to do with the different height floors and actually being able to walk over them if you have like a pyramid piece next to them. So basically, as you can see in this video right here of me just testing it out, for some odd reason, if you have the half wall, like whatever you want to call it, the short wall, and then like a full length one next to it, you can walk over the half one as long as you have a pyramid piece next to it, but for whatever reason, you cannot walk over the full little ledge or whatever you want to call it again. Now, some theories have been that this is from Save the World, a leftover thing from there, but apparently this is being looked into according to the Stevie T. So I just wanted to bring that up. Again, it's a small little bug or change, but again, I can keep you guys updated on the info. So they're going to be looking into that apparently. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for today's update news video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. And if you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more fun videos coming out in the near future. On top of that, be sure to check out some of my previous videos. On the left, my week 1 challenges guide, and then on the right, another fun video I'm sure you'll enjoy. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one.